You didn't clap back, you didn't beg. You said nothing and they felt everything. That silence they mocked is the cut they can't stop bleeding. Betrayers expect noise, rage, chasing, closure. Give them none, and your absence becomes the loudest sentence of all. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how Stoic silence turns pain into strategy. Not revenge, but control, so you never have to raise your voice again. Silence is not weakness, it's discipline. And discipline terrifies people who feed on chaos. Epictetus said, "We have power over our thoughts, not outside events." Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Silence isn't running away, it's walking out of a storm that doesn't deserve your calm. Law 1. The vacuum. When you stop feeding a fire, it dies. Manipulators crave reaction. Your emotions keep their story alive. Take that away, and they face themselves. They expected your anger to confirm their power, your pain to prove their control. But when you give them nothing, no words, no anger, no chase, they start replaying everything they said. They hear their own echoes, and that's where accountability begins. Law 2. The broken script. Toxic people read you like a playbook. Tone, timing, panic. But silence breaks their system. They can't predict or manipulate what they can't read. While they overtalk to drown truth, your calm exposes it. Your stillness confuses them because they realize they no longer have access to your emotional code. Law 3. The refusal. Silence is refusal. The refusal to explain your worth to those who disrespected it. The refusal to argue your character in a courtroom built on lies. The refusal to water weeds just because someone else lives in the garden of chaos. You owe no closing statement. Your quiet becomes your standard, and that standard speaks louder than any defense. Law 4. The mirror. Silence is a mirror that doesn't flatter. It reflects truth. Consider the executive betrayed by his partner. Everyone expected lawsuits and chaos. Instead, he packed his things, deleted access, and walked away. 6 months later, the company collapsed. His silence wasn't absence, it was consequence. Or the daughter who stopped explaining herself to her narcissistic parent. She left with grace, not anger. And when she did, the parent finally had to face the truth. There was no one left to blame. Silence didn't punish, it revealed. Law 5. The pause of power. Between stimulus and response lies your freedom. Anyone can react. The disciplined pause. That pause asks, does this deserve my peace? When you choose restraint over reaction, you become untouchable. Each time you hold that line, your quiet confidence grows. Not loud, not performative, just steady. That's the kind of peace no storm can break. Law 6. The quiet rise. You don't need to prove you've healed. Let your growth speak in silence. While they post for validation, you build in peace. The more you glow without them, the more their guilt grows within them. That's not revenge, it's reflection. When your attention disappears, they lose their anesthesia. Without your presence to distract them, their truth finally wakes up. Law 7. Virtuous Indifference. Indifference isn't coldness, it's clarity. The Stoics didn't chase revenge, they guarded their inner kingdom. To be unlike the one who harmed you is to step out of orbit and let their chaos spin on its own. Your detachment terrifies them because it means their control ended, not with a fight, but with your peace. A man once bragged that he broke her spirit. She used to cry and explain. One day she stopped. She walked away without a word. Years later, he admitted he still hears her silence. Not her voice, her silence. Another woman's ex paraded a new relationship online days after cheating. Months later, he texted her at 2:13 a.m. "I can't sleep. How were you always so calm?" He wasn't asking for her. He was asking for her peace. Guilt doesn't always sound like sorrow. Often it hides behind anger. They mock your quiet because it removes oxygen from their excuses. Without your reaction, their guilt has nowhere to go, and it starts to eat them from within. That's not punishment. That's the universe balancing itself. They'll try to fill the silence you left, posting more, laughing louder, chasing distractions. Don't be fooled. Noise is not healing. Deep down, comparison begins. Without your steadiness, every new person feels shallow. The life they perform online and the life they feel inside no longer match. That's the echo of what they lost. Habit 1. Cut access. Remove privileges quietly. Messages, contact, explanations. Access trains behavior. Silence retrains it. Habit 2. The 24-hour rule. When provoked, wait a day. Most storms die against a silent shore. Habit 3. One sentence only. If you must reply, use one clean boundary. This no longer works for me. Then stop. Repetition is noise. Habit 4. Digital hygiene. Mute, unfollow, delete. Your peace isn't a landfill for other people's noise. Habit 5. Ritual over rumination. Replace overthinking with action. Exercise, reading, writing, breathing. Replace loops with ladders. You win when you stop auditioning for people who never intended to listen. You win when you build closure from clarity instead of chasing it through chaos. Silence is confrontation without conflict. It's truth without theater. It's the mirror that holds steady while their mask slips. You didn't have to curse them, expose them, or compete. You just removed your light from a room that abused it. Now their nights are louder, not because you speak, but because your silence lets memory speak. The mind remembers what the ego denies. When noise fades, truth echoes. If you ever wonder whether they feel your absence, they do. They just won't admit it, because confession would mean losing control of the story. Watch for restlessness, overposting, short tempers. That's not confidence, it's panic. They can fake smiles, but not peace. You are not the same. Silence didn't break you, it rebuilt you. You became unavailable to what once destroyed you. You learned that walking away without a speech echoes louder than any scream. You didn't win because they suffered. You won because you didn't need to make them suffer. Reflection. When was the last time your silence became your strength? The moment you stopped defending yourself and started building yourself, that was your rebirth. Final truth. In a world addicted to noise, calm is rebellion. You don't defeat manipulation by out-shouting it. You end it by starving it. Your absence isn't cruelty, it's wisdom. Be unlike the one who harmed you. Rise in quiet, build in peace. Let time, truth, and your new life speak for you. Share in the comments the moment your silence changed everything. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to Stoic Spring. Every video helps you build the habit of protecting your peace and growing in maturity. Like this video, share it with someone choosing peace over noise, and remember, your silence isn't weakness, it's power. Let it speak for you.